Welcome back, guys, to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you the top 10 best free games you can play on the Nintendo eShop. Starting off with Rocket League. It's a car game that you can play in 4 verse, 3, 2, or 1 verse. It's a car game which you have a car and you try to shoot the this huge soccer ball into your opponent's net. And that's basically all there is to it. Fairly simple. It can support all 3 modes, handheld, tabletop, and TV mode, but the downside is it's you have to have 10.1 gigabytes of free space, and that's required. So you might want a micro SD card, which I personally use in this Nintendo Switch is a 64 gigabyte Samsung micro SD. And this does support the Pro Controller, so you can play with the Pro Controller and anytime you want with this game. So moving on to the next game is Rouge Company. Rouge Company is kind of like Call of Duty, but it's not Call of Duty. And that's all there is to it. It requires 8.9 gigabytes of space, which is less than Rocket League, but it's still quite a bit if you don't have a micro SD card. It supports all 3 modes, and you can use your Nintendo Pro Controller. And it's a 1-player game. Same with Rocket League, that's a 1-player game too. I forgot to add that. Next, our third one is Fortnite. Fortnite is a free-to-play action shooter game, and there's this huge map, and you try to shoot ghosts right now or other people. And after whoever wins gets a Nightmare Royale or a Victory Royale. There is big upsides to this. It's very fun to play. And it supports all 3 modes, and it supports the Nintendo Pro Controller. But the downside is it's very addicting, and 12.3 gigabytes of space required. And another thing to add, it is not pay to win, so if you pay $100, it won't improve your gameplay at all. Our fourth game is Asphalt 9 Legends. Asphalt 9 Legends is a car game, and you try to beat computers. And it's a map with fancy cars, and that's about it. There's DLC. It supports almost lots and lots of languages. It supports all 3 modes of Nintendo. It's only 2.7 gigabytes, and you can play 1 to 4 players on the Nintendo Switch, and it supports the Nintendo Pro Controller. This is all upsides to this game. And I played this game before, and I would say it's a really fun game. But after a while, it gets kind of boring. Like, for me, it got kind of dull after a month. Our 5th game is Warface. Warface is kind of like Call of Duty, but you're playing against computers, and you're mostly in a car or plane, or sometimes you're walking around, so it's all different. After you're shooting it with these nice looking guns, and there's DLC. It's all 3 modes, 8.9 gigabytes like the other shooting game that I just spoke about. It's Rouge Company. And it supports the Nintendo Pro Controller, and it's a 1-player game. My 6th game is Pokémon Quest. Pokémon Quest is a Pokémon game, and basically what you do is you take these Pokemon and fight bosses and levels with them. Then after you get berries and coins, and with those berries you brew stuff, you cook it. When it's done, a Pokemon comes. So this game is has DLC and supports all 3 modes, and it's only 272 megabytes. It supports the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller, and it's a really fun game. I have it right now. Download it. Yep. Yeah. And that's about it to say that game. So there's 3 more games that I would like to show you, but I'll be right back, and I will cut this out. Our next game is, I think we only have 2 games left, which is Phantasy Strike. Phantasy Strike is a fighting game, kind of like Street Fighter, if you ever heard of that. The tutorial is kind of messy because of the button layout. It's pretty confusing, but if you know this type of stuff, like if you're really good at mismatched buttons, you might do pretty good in this game. There's DLC, I think. Yeah, there's DLC. It's all 3 modes, 7.8 gigs of space required. Two players can play this game, 1 to 2, and it supports a Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. Our final and last game is, where is it? Island Saver. Island Saver is a really, really fun game, and it could get addictive a little bit, not as much as Fortnite though. But so basically what you do, you have to clean up islands, and after you get coins for it, and every 10 coins you get, a tax robot collects 1 coin. And after sometimes you have to beat these Goo-Gon monsters that appear in the later stages of your first island that you have to save. And when you clean up, more animals come, but they don't have any color. So basically what you have to do is clean up more, and after they could eat, then eventually they go really big, and you have to suck the coins out of it. And you get coins, then they restore their color. It supports all 3 modes. It's only 1.8 gigs. It's a 1-player game, and it supports Nintendo Pro Controller like every single game that I did. Same with all 3 modes. So if you enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below which one was your favorite game that you downloaded. And see you guys next time. Goodbye.